when TikTok first came out, we worked with a little agency to get our stuff up. First, it was going well. You know, it was the age of TikTok where you could kind of just post and like you would get followers, especially with the following like Charisma on Command. And so we got like 30,000 followers in the first month and we were pleased. They asked for a testimonial. I said, yeah, this is great. We got 30,000. I'm really excited for what comes next. What came next was we got some growth, but it was slower because TikTok got harder. We were never able to find a monetization strategy that worked. It was always just losing money, and we did for many months. And then Split, not thinking awfully of them, but certainly having that been one of many experiments that I've run in Charisma on Command.
Thinking more like that TikTok just isn't a great platform for monetizing a $600 course, and like you're going to have to put a lot of time and like make it really work and use it pretty every day to like grow on it and really care. And you're like, I don't care about that, and paying an agency fee to just garner a few 100,000 people and some views isn't worth it.
Yes.
Literally isn't.
Yes, it was not worth it for us, and so didn't walk away feeling terribly. No. It wasn't like you can't use me as a testimonial. I was like, yeah.
Learned a little bit about TikTok, honestly.
What I said was fine, and that was it. We run a lot of experiments that fail. Most of our experiments fail.
Yeah.
So the message said, we went to this website that they had our testimonial, and so they had my testimonial at the bottom of the page, but above it, they had a bunch of lies. They had...
No. You didn't see the homepage.
I saw the page.
In the first fold, you're not there, but in the second fold, you're there, and you're the number one testimonial case study you can read. And then if you click on that, it's an entire page of
what happened with us. And it was full of lies. $12,000 monthly revenue. Never, not a single month. I think lifetime we got maybe 20-ish in that ballpark. I don't
prior
remember.
To them.
By the way, they were not really involved in that. What happened was I said, let's make a quiz. I made a quiz and then attached it to our bio. And so we were able to capture some emails, and we had a pre-existing email sequence that was able to sell them some of our first impressions courses. But like, this was built by me, not by me. I suggested it. I made the course. Ivan and the team helped me implement it. Like, this is what happened. And then you additionally ran your YouTube shorts, which you made to that page, which even inflated those numbers more. All to say, it was full of lies, nowhere near that monthly revenue. And it had, I was losing my mind because I was like, I actually thought I was crazy. There was a screenshot of like $12,352.19 in a payment processor that I've never seen before, which you told me is Shopify.
The Shopify mobile picture, which
I've never seen that, and I'm going, do we have a thing? This is how self-uncertain I am at times. and how, when people flat out lie, I am blown away. This is an issue of mine. I stretching the truth, but flat out lying, I'm going, there must be something wrong.
Wow. Yeah, I was angry about that, but also like, that was an obvious lie when I saw that picture, but also the verbiage in their copy about how they were solving our problems and they were working together. And here's the problem. The pitch and the sale of the solution was annoying.
It was an entire, this page was so false. And then it was punctuated with a video of me that I had recorded that said, we got 30,000 followers. I recommend it, and that seemed to underline and co-sign everything that was said above it.
Yep.
I asked them to take it down. They did take it down. But you and I talked about this, which I figured I'd say on the podcast. So many agencies, the vast, vast majority of them are value thieves. They take money from the generation above them in age as a tax on not understanding the newest technology. The secret is neither do they. They are merely users of it. And you go, that kid must know Facebook. And this is our dad. So we wanted you to do this. You got to go to companies and tell them that you're going to do and this is what happened for a while, is you could go.
Social media marketing is the first one. I'm sure there's other ones of agencies that are the middlemen between the actual profitable business and the new technology they need to be on, which was like,
and some of these, just to cover my bases, do work. There are agencies that you can do, and they'll run your ads, and they create the creative, and they're good. They are few and far between.
Not every coffee shop needs to be on Facebook and Instagram. They probably need to be on Google for their sorry, go ahead.
I've never worked with one of those agencies. I can only speculate as to their existence, and I've worked with several. Our product is a bit harder, but guess what? It works very well on YouTube. We have retargeting ought to be easy. I have never in 10 years of business business worked with an agency that ever didn't lose money. Like, that is what they have always done. And I think that there are certain industries.
Well, go back to heuristics. You won't lie. You won't stretch your numbers.
That's true.
And
we cripple
you
them.
would work. I could make you work. I could write
That's
you
fair.
a new page that has a new screenshot of the revenue and value I can provide by taking Charisma University in 30 days or less. And then I would run traffic to it, and they'd be like, this offer is incredible. And I could get a positive ROI on whatever $600 product you have, but it would be through lies.
Yes.
This is what they do. They lie.
Always are stunned when I go, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's a lie. That's not true.
You handcuff them.
Yes. So, but if you look at it, their business model, if they are constrained to the truth, the business model is either live off of the confusion of the company that we're taking money from, or extract goodwill from the client base by us being a mouthpiece of lies, where we can take some of that money that is being made off of destroying the brand value of this company.
Yep.
They're value destructive at 90+% of the time. And if you're out there and you think you're not that agency, you don't need to take offense to this. But yeah, that there are just these, and unfortunately, what I know will happen is that they don't stop. They just move on to the next technology or the next customer or the next thing. And it's unfortunate. This is an old thing from every good business guru ever, Alex Hormozy. If instead you just tried to make a product that actually worked and didn't put as much effort into the BS photoshopped image of the sales page that they had or of the testimonial page for me, like, I know that took less time in the short term, but a career made off those decisions, which is now years away from us having worked with them.
Great point.
Is like, yes, you're going to make a sale this month because you made my testimonial page full of lies. Your career will be spent chasing and churning customers because you haven't found out how to contribute.
Yeah. If you actually made Charlie $12,000 in the first month,
still be
he'd be paying you $10,000 per month to make him free money every month.
Yeah. It's like you wouldn't have to do that. And this short-term thing is deeply unfortunate.
There is some agencies, sorry to cut you off, that seem like they're so lucky to just have Coca-Cola's ad spend, because Coca-Cola will they don't care. They just want impressions. And like, if you want to take this one.
No, please.
It's just Gary Vaynerchuk's agency will always exist if they're getting Coca-Cola's ad spend. Coca-Cola wants to be everywhere. If you're going to do the marketing campaigns for Coca-Cola and NBA and giant companies that just have giant budgets, sure, you're like kind of not creating much value, but you're just spending their money they're going to spend anywhere else. Mm-hmm. Like, they're already profitable and they have ginormous budgets, multi-million-dollar budgets.
And there is a difference between brand-driven companies and direct sale-driven companies. If Coca-Cola were to pull all of its ad spend, they would do better this year and then die.
Yeah.
Because they are non-differentiated from Pepsi minus the brand.
Yeah.
And so there does come a point where impressions, which in my business are useless, are the entire game. And the most valuable companies are brands. Yep. So there's a point at which you break through the stratosphere into like, and what's interesting, Alex Hormozy, I think this is what he's done. He said, I'm not going to I'm going to skip that whole I need to make money off of this business thing because I already made money. I've done that.
Yep.
I'm going to lose a ton of money to build a Alex Hormozy acquisition.com brand.
Yep.
And I don't know when and I don't know where, but that ubiquity will eventually become so much more valuable to me given the way that it interfaces with my other business models, which is that's going to bring me acquisition.com companies that will make me millions and millions, but not today, not tomorrow, over the long haul. And it's I've seen him talk about this. The biggest game in town is the brand game, which is just awareness.
Yep.
But when you try to play that game at the low level, it's a farce. It's a fraud. It's not real. If you have any of these agencies talking to you about impressions that you've made and you're not making already $10+ million in revenue, it doesn't matter. So few thoughts. Honestly, 10 mil might even be low. For the point at which that begins to really matter.
Yep.